What's up everyone? We are here with kind of, sort of a new visual novel. I say that with a lot of uncertainty because it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't a new one, because this particular visual novel was released in Japan like a couple years ago. I don't know, I think it was 2015 or something like that, if I remember correctly from the visual novel database page when I checked out this visual novel. I think it was 2015 or something, or 16. But regardless, it's quite old in Japan, I suppose, right? But usually it takes some time for Japanese visual novels. Usually, like, if they're like created in Japan, it takes some time for it to reach the Western market if there's interest in it, right? Some translation company will pick it up and, well, bring it to the Western market, basically. That's usually how it goes. But on the other side of that, you also have a lot of fan translation groups that work on translating visual novels as well, and that is actually the version of the visual novel of this one that we're playing right now. This has been translated by just fans, just a group effort of a bunch of people that thought like, hey, let's translate this visual novel because it seems very good, or we like it, or maybe they played it in maybe they read obviously they read Japanese because they have to read it in order to understand it and then translate it to English. So kind of a strange point there for me, but you know what I'm saying, right? They thought like, this is one that plebs like me that don't speak or understand Japanese at all, we want those people to read it or to experience the story, and that's what we're gonna be doing starting today. So yeah, this visual novel is called Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai. Despite having watched anime for a very, very long time and having played quite a bunch of visual novels, as well as having played it for several years now, most of those words don't say much to me. I think Hoshi means, as the word individually, Hoshi, I think it means star. Could be wrong there, but I feel like I've heard that in Hikaru no Go, Hoshi. But yeah, Hoshi I definitely recognize. I'm pretty sure it's star, but the other word that I recognize is Mirai. I learned that from Danganronpa, I'm pretty sure. But another thing is that those words individually may have a certain meaning, but in the context of, let's say, a sentence or with multiple words surrounding that particular word, they could have an entirely different meaning, right? So Hoshi, in this context of this sentence, of the title of the game, may not necessarily mean star, neither may Mirai necessarily mean future. So I really don't know what the fuck the title is called, actually. It's something with future, I imagine, right? Like the stars of our future, I don't know. But this does sort of heavily point at it being a coming-of-age story, which is one that the types of stories that I really, really enjoy. So yeah, I think without further ado, let us check out what this one is all about. So let's start from the beginning. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that I'm pretty sure this is actually the first time that I've ever played a fan-translated visual novel. I'm trying to think back, but Edelweiss I'm pretty sure was an official translation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single one that I've played was always like an official translation. And I tend to prefer those just because, like, with fan translation, the way to acquire those games are kind of, finicky as well, you gotta look in certain places, and it's not quite, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't need to say much more, you guys all know what I mean. You gotta look in certain places where it's not really, I guess, the best way to acquire those games if you're a person like me that tries to do things the ethical way, So that's why I tend to prefer the official translated games. So I know of a couple visual novels that, for example, that were recommended to me, I thought looked really good, and there was already information about those visual novels that companies, like official translation companies, were like working on translating and bringing that particular visual novel to the Western market. So if that's the case, I usually tend to just wait for the official English translation to come out. But for this one, there doesn't seem to be any information whatsoever that there is ever going to be an English version of this one, at least like an official one. So that's why we've decided to play the fans translated version of this game. And yeah, I don't think there's necessarily going to be anything wrong with it per se, right? Just because it's fan translated doesn't necessarily mean that the quality of translation is going to be much worse or anything like that. Like, to be honest, right, I don't understand Japanese that well. I recognize some words, but you know, for the most part, I wouldn't even be able to tell even if it was badly translated. But you know, I'm not even gonna have that presumption, right? Because it's like, I'm sure these guys know what they're doing, right? So we're just gonna go with that assumption that this is wonderfully translated, and we're just gonna have a blast with this one. So without further ado, let's just fucking start this game. Let's do. I got too much energy today, man. Fuck. Wow, we got fancy videos already. Where's my translation?
当機は間もなく塩凪空港に着陸いたします。皆様今一度安全ベルトをお確かめください。なお、本日の塩凪市は快晴。気温は26度との報告でございます。暑い一日となるでしょう。
I think he's saying like, you know, don't undo your seatbelts, because it does look like we're peering out of the window of like an airplane. But apparently it was 26 degrees, so it was like the pilot like, we're about to land, blah blah blah, and your location where you're about to land, it is 26 degrees, and don't forget to wear your sweater, some shit like that. So yeah, 26 degrees. I heard it was supposed to be cooler over here, but I guess that's not the case for summer. Though I hear it's hot everywhere this time of the year. What was it like when I lived in Shionagi way back then? I can't really remember. It's been 7 years already, huh? I've really returned to Shionagi City, the town where I was born.
次は南川5丁目でございます。お降りのお客様はお手近の降車ボタンでお知らせください。
Do we need to get off here? Looks like things have changed a lot around here. There weren't any shops like this back when I lived in this city. Looks like the town's developed more. I guess it'd be weird if nothing had changed, seeing how it's been 7 years. So where am I getting off again? I wasn't sure. Like I saw the 3 question marks, and I thought like, wait, is somebody gonna talk or is that us? But apparently that's us. I pulled my smartphone out from my pocket and checked the map. Right, Izumigaoka and 3rd Street. Once I arrive at Shionagi Airport, I take the shuttle to Shionagi Station. I take a connecting bus from there to Izumigaoka and 3rd Street. From there, my destination's a 5-minute walk away. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I kind of feel like I'm getting out of breath. Like I haven't actually been able to record very much lately, because for some strange reason, like I kind of have this really weird quote-unquote back injury, which makes it really annoying to sit for long durations. And it's still kind of bugging me a little bit right now, but I'm kind of sitting in a strange position where it doesn't bother me as much. So we'll be fine for this video. But I don't know, I feel like while I'm speaking, I'm actually like getting out of breath. Like my talking stamina has depleted after not having been able to record for like a week and a half or 2 weeks or something. So yeah, kind of interesting.
南川5丁目です。お降りの方はいらっしゃいませんか？では通過します。
I checked the list of stops that's set up inside the bus. So yeah, if I'm gonna sound like out of breath or something, at least you know why that's the case. Looks like it'll be a while before we get to Izumagaoka and 3rd Street. I always struggle with those long Japanese names. I put my phone back in my pocket and look out the window again. It's been almost 3 hours since I left Kanagawa. I don't travel much, so I'm starting to get a bit tired. Traveling in general is like very tiring. Like if you've ever like taken or traveled with the airplane, for example, right? Or just like a long bus ride or something. At least it's like 1 or 2 hours or something. For some reason, it's just very tiring to sit at the same space for quite a long duration without like being able to stand up every now and then and stretch or something like that, right? It's actually quite tiring. Which sounds really strange, right? Because you'd think that like, oh, if you're like, you know, physically exerting yourself, like for example, playing sports or something, right? Like you think that would be tiring, and it is tiring, don't get me wrong, but like, I honestly have to say that like, now this is gonna be a strange comparison just because the time is sort of off, right? But I feel like if I were to play 3 hours of basketball or just keep sitting in my seat for 6 hours, I'm pretty sure like the sitting for 6 hours straight is actually gonna end up being more tiring to me than playing sports for 3 hours. My eyelids naturally begin to droop as I recline in my seat. Whoops, wouldn't be good if I fell asleep. I'd be in all kinds of trouble if I missed my stop. That place is... I can see a campsite far away out the window. I'm pretty sure I've been to that campsite before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was 7 years ago, right before I left Shionagi. It was summer break. Me, a bunch of other kids, and all of our parents were there. Flashback time? I like sort of the transition screens and stuff, right? I don't know, I doubt it's gonna be like that sort of the entire game. But like the backgrounds are like gorgeous, and like, I don't know, I love when they put like those sort of, like the screen, for example, that we saw when we were flying, right? Sort of those moving screens, I don't know. Just like the tiny little extra details that help with immersing yourself in the story. I really love those things. But I'm hungry! None of the kids listened to what the adults were saying. Of course not. If there's barbecue, I mean, kids never listen to adults anyway, right? But if there's a barbecue, it's even less reason to listen to adults. We're all excited about being at a campground at night, and more importantly, we're all focused on eating barbecue.
お父さんやお母さんとここに来てもらったのは、実はバーベキューを食べるためではないんです。ペルセウス座流星群を観測するためです。
Oh shit, a meteor shower? Hell yeah! Dinner and a show. Summer break family stargazing. Let's all watch the Perseid meteor shower. That was the actual name of this gathering.
流星の数が一番多く見られる時期を極大期って言うんだけど、今年の極大期は8月13日。つまり今日が最も数多くの流星が見られる日と予想されています。
I've never actually seen a meteor shower, unless you count, I guess, in games, right? But like, I don't know, ever since A Sky Full of Stars, I don't know, occasionally I still just sort of watch the stars, and I don't know, I just find it quite peaceful, you know? I find it quite peaceful, and it's just beautiful looking up at like a cloudless sky at the middle of the night when a lot of stars are visible, right? And obviously, right, you know, we've all, if you've watched me play The Sky Full of Stars, or played it yourself or whatever, right? We all know how terrible light pollution is, so obviously you try to watch the stars while sort of being in an area where there isn't a lot of light around, so you can see the most stars. I don't know, I just find it very, very calming, very peaceful.
特に今年は流星の当たり年と言われていて、例年の倍近い数の流星が見られるはずです。
Oh damn, double.
なんとその数、1時間に60個。どう？すごいでしょ？すごいよね。
Damn, that's 1 per minute. Wow.
じゃあ、観測する時の注意点を説明します。
Most of the kids were still entirely focused on eating barbecue while the teacher was talking. As for me, well, I wasn't listening either. I'm focused on my steak. But it's not like I was just tearing into the food either. I was just sitting there, looking around. Where the heck are they? What, are we waiting for our friends? Who are we kidding? We don't have friends. The reason for that was because my friend, oh, we do have a friend, oh wow, who was supposed to come here with me, hadn't shown up yet. It's the last time we'll see each other.
さて、実際に観測を始める前に、 大切なお知らせがあります。実は今日の参加者の中にもうすぐこの塩投げ市から引っ越してしまうお友達がいます。
Oh shit, that's me. The teacher's gonna give me a shout out.
その子にとっては今日のこの観測会がこの学校での最後の行事ということになります。
That's actually a pretty cool sort of last memory to have, right? Of this, to have both your last day at school coincide with this big stargazing event. It's pretty cool. Strangely enough, the kids who hadn't been listening at all earlier were now all quiet. Yeah, you better show some respect to me, kids.
こうしてみんなと一緒に観測会に参加したのも何かの縁です。最後にその子にお別れの挨拶をしてもらおうと思います。
Wait, what? I gotta give a speech? No one told me about this. What the fuck, Mom? Dad? I breathed in. I thought this might happen. I wasn't prepared. I already had a farewell party with my classmates before summer break. I felt like there wasn't really any point in saying goodbye to students in other years or to adults at this point.
さあ、前に出てきて。みんなに挨拶しよう。
Oh god, public speaking. I reluctantly started to walk up to the front, but then it's starting. Bling. Something rained down from the sky. A few of the kids, me included, looked up.
空からお星様が降ってきた。
A star quickly. A wish. I felt like I could see the sparkle of a shooting star. Is it raining? What the fuck? And then the rumble of thunder drowned out our teacher's reply, and it immediately began raining. Holy shit. Seriously? It's raining right when the fucking meteor shower's about to start? Talk about fucking timing. And terrible timing at that.
みんな、すぐに屋根のあるところに行って。保護者の方はバーベキューの火を消してください。
Do you have umbrellas or shit? We all got a bit panicked from a sudden thunderstorm. Though thanks to that, I didn't have to say any unnecessary goodbyes. I guess the thunderstorm was kind of a good thing then, right? Sure, it ruined the... well, I don't know. Meteor showers do last pretty long though, right? So maybe the thunderstorm will end before the meteor shower ends and we can still see the last part of the meteor shower. But hey, at least no public speaking. The kids all ran toward cover while getting pelted by the rain. I stood still, looking up at the sky. I ain't no bitch, I'm not scared of rain. What I saw earlier was just a raindrop reflecting the lights. There weren't any shooting stars to be seen. Oh, there wasn't a shooting star? That's even worse, we didn't see any shooting stars. Well, so much for having a good memory, sort of a goodbye memory, right? 7 years ago, yeah, no. It was actually a shitty day, a fucking thunderstorm, that's it. That was our goodbye party. Our last day. Yeah. Crap. Looks like I fell asleep. Did we miss our stop? No.
次はクズハダイでございます。お降りのお客様はお手近の降車ボタンでお知らせください。
Where's that? What the fuck? Kuzu? Hadai? Kuzu? Isn't Kuzu shit? Kuzu Hadai? Wait a second. We missed our stop. Wasn't I supposed to get off at Izumi Gaoka in 3rd? We're 5 stops past it!
クズハダイです。お降りの方はいらっしゃいませんか?
This is the thing though, right? Like, if you've missed your stop, what do? If you miss, I mean, the obvious thing, right? You know, if you miss your stop, then you get out at the next stop, right? But what if you're like so busy or indeed fell asleep that you missed your stop, but you're like 3 stops past the place where you needed to get out, right? So you're pretty far away. So even if you get out at the 3rd stop, like it's too far to like walk all the way to your original destination point. So you're like, well, what do you do at this point? Do you just stay seated and go even further away from where you wanted to go out? Or like, do you just go out at this point like, well, I guess, well, I mean, there's usually always a bus station across, right? That goes in the other direction so you can go back to your destination point. But still, like, I find it a little tricky at times. Like, oh fuck, what do I do now? Do I actually just go out or just keep riding on till the end? Wait, I'm getting off! Now I've done it. Okay, I need to check when the next bus is going the other way is coming. I cross to the other side of the road and look at the schedule. You're kidding me? An hour? Oh man, I'm gonna need to kill time somewhere. I mean, this place looks alright. Kinda looks like a cool park or something. We could just chill here for an hour. I take a look around, but it's all just houses around me. I'm pretty sure. I can see part of a white wall behind the trees on the roadside. I have a vague feeling I've seen it before. I feel like I saw it really recently. How? Guess I might as well go and check it out. Haven't we been in this area for, 7 years? How have we been here recently? See, screens like this, like, oh, I fucking love it. This is just beautiful. I knew it. So this is it. I thought I'd seen it before. What, on like a TV? Seems like a school, right? The gates have the words Shionagi First Academy engraved onto them. I've seen this exact view on a pamphlet before. Oh, on a pamphlet. Right. This is the school I'm transferring to. I saw... Whoa. Oh, it doesn't actually show the previous text? Oh. I saw a mistake there, Mr. Translators. It was transferring. They missed an S. Rewind. You can check it out. It was transferring. Okay. A cool breeze wafts over me. Oh, yeah. Show me. Is that a star? What the fuck? Something glittery flutters into my field of view while I'm looking at the school building. It sways left and right as if the wind were playing with it. A star? Wait, what the fuck is it doing? Because it was actually like fucking going by itself. I didn't actually press, like normally I press enter to like go to the next text, you know? So I like to read at my own pace so I can fucking talk shit like I do right now. But it was actually going automatically there. Maybe I pressed like a hotkey that I wasn't supposed to, that triggered the automatic text thingy, but we're good now, I think. Anyway, and I eventually grab it. A star came falling down from the sky. Hey, is that the title? Does that have something to do with the title? Probably. It's made of gold origami paper. It's clearly meant to be a star. Where did this come from? I look up at the roof. There's a silhouette leaning out a bit over the railings, looking down at me. Is this your star, lady, sir, whoever it is? Did they drop this? I can't see their face because of the sun. They're looking all around the area, as if they hadn't noticed me. I look at the star-shaped folded paper again. There are words written on the back. I wish to see you again. What a vague wish. I decide I might as well enter the school. I should probably go give this to whomever dropped it. Yeah, to one of the, I don't know how many hundred students there are here.
あら、何かご用?
We just entered the school and immediately like someone talks to us. Like some people do have like when they're, I feel like I have that look on my face as well. But when you enter like a building or anywhere where you're completely unfamiliar, you just have this look on your face like you're a lost sheep. And you like, oh, where do I need to go? So I feel like we probably have that look on our face right now, and that's why the teacher was like, was it a teacher? I think it was a teacher. But they just saw that look on our face and understood like, this kid is new. Looks like I've run into a faculty member instead of the owner of the star. Maybe she's the owner of the star. You never know, right? You know, old people can have wishes too. She seems curious as to why I'm here in casual clothes. I'm going to be transferring into the school.
もしかして学校見学の子かしら?
An unplanned visit, but yeah, sure, let's call it a visit. What? Well, I guess you could call it that, yes.
じゃあちょっと待っててね。じゃあこの入校証に名前を書いてください。
Okay. Uh-huh. She's holding out a binder full of forms to me. I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't want just anyone walking around here. Oh shit, what's this? Shionagi First Academy. Oh shit, wait, what? What's this? May 31st, 2014. Oh, 2014! For the principal of Shionagi First Academy, a request to enter grounds. I can't read that. Academy follows below. Name Hino Ryousuke. Can we rewrite our name? As in, like, use our own name? Oh shit, we can use our own name! Luda. I never know. Oh wait, this first name. I'm Luda. I always do Luda. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go with that. Yeah, let's do that. Luda. There we go. This should be good. Yeah, let's confirm our name. Who wants to be called Ryousuke anyway, right? That's such a fucking lame name. There are millions of Ryousuke in Japan. Okay, not millions, thousands. There. Nobody's called Luda.
あなたが転入生なのね。それじゃあこの入校証をホルダーに入れて首から下げてください。校内にいる間は外さないでくださいね。
What? What do I have to put around my neck?
今日は土曜日だから自由に見学して構いませんよ。入校証は帰るときに事務員室に返却してくださいね。
Why do I feel like cattle or something, right? Like cows also have like tags on them, right? So they can like, oh yeah, it's that cow. Cow number 4,752. I feel like that. Okay. The woman leaves after her explanation. Now then, I'm not used to only seeing my name Lude though. How do I get up on the roof? Stairs might be a way to get there. Or elevator if they have that. They should, right? For disabled students. Oh wow, look at this view. Straight onto the mountains there in the back. I climb up the dark stairwell and push open the heavy door. There's a wide open sky before me. That feels good. Oh yeah, that nice breeze. Whew. There's a pleasant breeze blowing. It feels different from how it felt on the ground. I bet lunch would taste better up here. Getting to nap up here would be perfect too. Oh yeah, I can do that during my breaks or some shit. I can see the whole town from here too. This is a great spot. Now then, to find the person who dropped this. Is that her? Blue hair. I love blue hair. I sense someone behind me. I turn around. Hi? Are you lost? Are you supposed to be at the cinema or something watching a 3D movie? What the fuck are those glasses? Those seriously look like fucking 3D movie glasses. Whoa! There's a female student standing right behind me. The hoodie, or it's more like a cloak or something, right? Is she from like a secret organization? She's standing there, silently, a hood over her head. She's wearing some weird sunglasses too. I mean, I used to, I don't do it anymore, but like, I kind of used to sort of collect. I used to love wearing sunglasses. That's back when I actually wore lenses instead of regular glasses, because now I can't really wear different sunglasses, because then that would mean I would have to take off my regular glasses, and that would mean I'd be blind. But back when I used to wear lenses, I actually, obviously when it was summer, right, I kind of enjoyed wearing sunglasses, you know, and I had a bunch of different ones. Some pretty weird, but pretty cool looking in my opinion too. I just kind of, that's just a weird thing, but I kind of like that, you know? But, I don't know, this is one of the things that, for these sunglasses, I'd probably like, this would be not one, that would be like a bit too extreme for me, right? Like, they're just too fucking blocky, like it's coming straight out of Minecraft or Roblox or some shit, right? Like, it seriously just reminds me of fucking cinema movies, cinema glasses. What's going on here? That's just a little too weird for me. What happened with her lips? What the fuck? Oh, is this yours? I hold out the star. Did you drop this? Can you speak words, or is she very shy? I'm glad I found the owner without too much of a problem. Here you go then.
ありがとう。
Oh, she spoke. She gently accepts the star. We should probably introduce ourselves? I'm trying to think of some question to ask her when she turns away from me and starts messing with something. Oh. It's an astronomy telescope. Oh, awesome. Is this visual novel gonna be like heavily centered around astronomy too? Like, obviously, like seriously, The Sky Full of Stars is one of like my favorite ones that I've played recently, right? So, if it has a similar theme as that, fuck yeah, I'm all for it. That telescope is huge. I've never seen one like that before. Yeah, it's bigger than mine.
14等級まで見える。
Wow, 14th magnitude, huh? Wow, if only I wish that I knew what that meant. But it sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty impressive, right? 14th magnitude, right? I don't know, it's just... Magnitude is such a powerful word, right? It's just like, wow, you can't help but not be impressed at that, right? It's just like, wow. She's tying the star-shaped origami to the telescope. That's when I get it. Oh, I get it now. That was a tanzaku. That's why there's a wish written on it. What is that? Like a good luck charm or something? Tanzaku, I don't know what that means. No reply this time. Can you see stars in the middle of the day like this? I actually kind of want to Google that. Tanzaku, right? I remember how to spell the word tanzaku. What is a tanzaku? Wish upon a tanzaku during the Tanabata festival. Writing your wish on a tanzaku and hanging it on a bamboo stalk on the evening of July 7th is one part of celebrating Tanabata. Okay, so it seems to... I remember Tanabata, right? That's been a somewhat regular event that happens to pop up in some visual novel stories here and there. So it just sort of seems like, yeah, a way of wishing for something right on this particular day for the festival. Alright. Do we read this or we'll read it again? Can you see stars in the middle of the day like this? No reply again. Looks like she doesn't talk much. Yeah, she's not really much of a talker. She gently takes off the sunglasses. The hood of her sweater flutters in the breeze. Oh. I don't know why she was hiding those eyes. Right? Why was she hiding those eyes? She turns her uncovered face towards me. My heart jumps in response. What the heck? Yeah, why was she hiding all that, right? Under the hoodie, under the sunglasses? She's pretty cute. She looks my way, one hand on the telescope that she just finished tying the star to. Maybe she's trying to tell me to see for myself about whether I can see the stars. Can I take a look? Alright, let's take a look. I just looking through here, right? Holy shit, is that like the I guess the surface of the moon, right? Whoa, I couldn't help but cry. Actually, this is one thing I'm trying to think if I actually talked about this in another video. I don't think I talked about this during my island playthrough, because I don't think there was any ever a relevant moment to talk about it. But now there is, because this is actually like quite literally related to the moon. When I was biking back home, like I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago or something, right? But it was just during the middle of the day, and it was, I don't know. It probably has happened many times before, but I've actually just never noticed it. But on that particular day, it was like 3 p.m. or something, 4 p.m. or something, and it was just beautiful blue sky, right? Maybe a couple clouds here or there, but this was just like a nice day, a nice spring day, right? And I actually was very surprised to see the moon out. Like, I could actually sort of just see like the moon quite clearly in the middle of the day, which is, I'm pretty sure I've seen that before as well, but I don't know, it was just very surprising to me that I saw it. But the main thing that I really like found the most interesting was that, because the way that I was biking, right, the way that I was facing was straight towards the moon, and then like right behind me, the sun was there. So it was kind of weird. I don't know, it's just something that I've never really noticed, and it's probably, like I said, it's probably happened many times before. But just the sort of thought of this, like, facing forward, I could see the moon during the day, and then looking backwards, I could actually see the sun. I don't know, that just, I found that, like, quite strange, and for some reason, quite cool as well. Like, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's probably happened many times. You've probably all seen it before, but I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cool, right? To just sort of see, because you're so used to seeing the moon, like, pretty much only during the night, right? And the sun during the day, like, that's sort of what they're known for, right? You can see the sun during the day, the moon at night, right? And one disappears when the other shows up, but to sort of see both at the same time and quite clearly at that as well, I don't know, I found that a little special. It probably isn't, but hey, I thought it was cool at least. And yeah, I mean, it's quite clearly that, I mean, we can see the moon right now as well. Granted, it's with a telescope, but still, I can see a pale blue moon shining bigger than I've ever seen before. This is awesome! I can see all the bumps on the moon. I've seen photos of this on the internet and stuff, but it's completely different seeing it with your own eyes like this. What the heck? I didn't know these telescopes were this awesome. All I can say is awesome. These bumps are awesome. All the craters.
Crater.
Yep, craters. What?
デコボコじゃなくてクレーター。クレーターは主に隕石や彗星の衝突から生成されるくぼみ。一説によると火山活動による噴火の名残とも言われている。
Really? Was there volcanic activity on the moon? Huh? Really? Do you know a lot about the moon? It seems like she knows quite a lot about astrology in general.
月の直径は3474キロ。太陽系の衛星の中では5番目の大きさ。地球から月までの距離は38万4400キロ。公転周期、自転周期はともに27日と7時間43分なので、月の裏側を地球から見ることは不可能。
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You seem to clearly know a lot about the moon. Yep, you've proved that. Yep. I find it funny though that she's closed her eyes while saying this, which makes me think like she actually like studied really hard to remember this, and she closed her eyes and like focused like, oh, the moon, right, the moon, and then she goes back to like everything that she remembered about the moon. Oh yeah, the moon. Diameter 3,474 kilometers. This, that. 3,084 kilometers away from the Earth. I don't know, I just find it funny that she closed her eyes for that, so she's like really trying to focus on all that she remembered from those late nights studying about it.
重力は地球のおよそ6分の1。昼の温度は110度、夜の温度はマイナス170度。
What?
地球の時間で29日が月での1日にあたる。
Really? It gets that hot? During the day? 110 degrees? I can understand like minus 170, right? Like just sort of looking at the moon. Despite, I'm like, I find the space very interesting. Like actually, wasn't it today? Yeah, today, right? Today was the first reveal of the picture of a black hole. Like I find shit like that very interesting. But I'm like very surface level when it comes to astronomy stuff. Like, I like to sort of just look at pictures and like kind of be up to date about like the new shit that comes out, like, right? Like I follow NASA on Instagram, for example, right? I find things like that interesting, but I don't invest too much time into it to like read all about everything about it and to be like to have in-depth knowledge about it. But I found it in general, this astronomy, I find it very interesting to just sort of follow on a very surface level, right? So despite not knowing anything about the moon, when you just look at it, I feel like just the way that it looks, you think that my first impression just like, yeah, that seems like a place where it's really, really cold anyway, right? So the minus 170 degrees doesn't really surprise me. The thing that surprises me is that it can get there, it can be 110 degrees during the day. That's the thing that really surprises me. Wow. I'm surprised. Damn, well, yeah, you passed the test, I suppose, if there was one about the moon.
私も初めて月を見たときは驚いた。
Like in general or through a telescope? Well, the moon surprised me too, but I was talking about you. You know a lot about astronomy.
好きだから。
I like a girl, or just people in general that are very passionate about something. I like that. She was talking about astronomy, but I can't help but react a bit.
どうかした？
No, it's nothing. Right. So I'm a transfer student. I'll be attending this school starting next week. We should talk about astronomy again sometime, if you're okay with it.
約束した。
Oh yeah, I found an astronomy buddy. Let's do that. She then starts packing up the telescope. Yeah, is that her telescope that she like brought from home? She has like a fucking huge ass suitcase that she brings to school. Oh no, she could be just part of the oh my god, I was about to say telescope group. I mean like astronomy club or something, right? Oh, she's part of the telescope club. Oh, as if such a thing exists. But yeah, she could be part of the astronomy club, right? So it could just be that she brought it from the astronomy club room up to the roof here, instead of just the thing that I imagined first, that she just lugs around this huge suitcase every single day just to take her telescope with her. Well, looks like that's the end of stargazing for today. Want me to help? She's as quiet as ever, but she hasn't said she doesn't need my help either. I decide to help her. Of course, we're a gentleman after all. The two of us leave after putting away the telescope. I'm holding the telescope case. It's pretty heavy. I'm surprised you managed to carry something this heavy up to the roof. Hey, you know, maybe she has some hidden power. By which I mean that she's just deceptively strong. Maybe she's strong, despite her small frame. I know all about this, okay? Like, you shouldn't really judge people just by how big or small they are, right? Like, you tend to think like, oh, someone's big, so they have to be strong. Oh, someone's small, so they have to be weak. That's sort of the thing that you associate with it, right? Size with strength, but it's not necessarily the case. I've met plenty of people that are pretty small that actually ended up being stronger than some people that you think were actually strong just because they were big. So, you know, maybe she's just quite strong, yeah. Once I start down the stairs, she takes out a key behind me and starts locking up the steel doors to the rooftop. Holy shit! She's got like a key to the rooftop? She's got special access here? Did she have permission, or did she like... What if she stole the key? Or, even better, she created like a counterfeit, right? She borrowed the key to make a secondary key, right? Bring it to the locksmith. Oh yeah, I need a copy of the key. And now she has a second key. Damn. You're locking up?
屋上は立ち入り禁止。
You were on it though. Huh. Really? Wait, well, is it really? I figured it was normally open to students because of how easy it was for me to get up here. Or up there. Here I was thinking it was a nice place to be, too. One thing that surprises me about this rooftop is that, like, there are some visual novels, right, that sort of, I mean, a lot of visual novels play out at sort of high schools in general, right? That's a pretty common, location as well as just sort of, I guess, theme in general, right? High school life, blah, 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 you know, all that shit, right? So it's not uncommon for visual novels to sometimes take place on rooftops, too, of schools, said high schools. But one thing that is usually very commonplace at rooftops is to have those really long, high-up fences, right? To sort of, like, if you know something about Japan, right? Like, their suicide rates is pretty high. Now, I don't want to get into the reasons behind it and blah, 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 right? But the suicide rates are pretty high, and it is not too uncommon for sort of teenagers to sometimes, even at schools, and just throw themselves off the roof as a way of killing themselves. So, as a countermeasure, right, a lot of schools have those sort of high-up fences that prevent students from doing that. One thing I noticed is that this school, or this rooftop, doesn't really seem to have that. I'm sorry, like, to put a damper on things like that. Brought the mood way down talking about suicide, but you know, that's just it's something I noticed. So, why do you have a key to the rooftop then?
私は特別。
Special? Special how? Like, my mom says I'm special, or you have special access?
天文部だから。
Oh, yeah, I knew it! Of course, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Of course she'd be in the astronomy club. Hell, she's probably the leader, or whatever the fuck you'd call it. The astronomy club? Not surprising at all.